So I guess we'll put that down as a fail. A terrible fail at that. Catastrophic fail. Still, it only took about 30 minutes. But yeah, my oil lamp, Roman style. I think if I'd have presented this to Caesar, he would have probably want me to present my head. But yeah, it's a nice pocket warmer. These things do stay hot for up to an hour. These things I've noticed. So not total waste. Yeah, it is. So we're back to square one. That's a little magnet on top there just to stop the lid from getting too hot. I don't think there's any risk of any accidents with it getting too hot, but if you've got the wind blowing the flame horizontally against the glass somehow, I guess the glass could break. But I use this throughout a whole winter. Just to be on the safe side, no need to overfill it. I know for a fact that will get through a whole night. So again, playing it safe, don't use more than you need. But the thing about this specific oil is that it needs a material. It needs either wood or paper or something, and it's got to be quite hot for this to actually ignite. I've tried it several times. You pour it on a fire, that will go, but that'll take a little while to go. I've also kicked over many of these oil lamps, including my Roman clay one, and nothing happens. This is not flammable. It hasn't even got flammable on it. It's got a do not digest, which, yeah. This one, incidentally, is citronella, which might help with the gnats, might not. Not that I've been bit for the last month or two, but it's an alright smell, I guess. Also, you can use lots of other things, more natural. You can use, say you cook up a steak or something, you can put the oil in here, and that will burn through that. It will tease you with the smell of whatever you cooked, but all the fat will burn just the same as this lamp oil will. So in that way, it's a free product. But that said, I do prefer the lamp oil. So you want 3/4 of a centimetre, okay, which is a lovely warm summer light. But there's something about the little dance of the flames, isn't there, that draw you in, lost in your thoughts before you know it. So I thought I'd just give you a quick tour of what is my new bed. I'm really happy with it. It's the first time I've ever been off the ground. Then my back rests for when I'm sitting here, which is usually my preferred spot. And what we've got is a log and seem to be very stable. There's no give in them yet, and the same with the ones at the back. Just 2 logs. Then we've got a little, what do they call that? A bonnet catch. A bonnet catch, which then pivots up my hazel pole bed so that I can access underneath the bed, which is, you've got nearly a foot of height under there, so that's quite handy as storage. The whole of that, if nothing else, just keep the wood dry. So that's one plus for having this bed. If we pop it down, you might have noticed I've removed all these planks. They're just not necessary. The fence is doing it pretty much without me needing to add any extra strength. I mean, that is, there's no giving that whatsoever. You watch, I'll break my neck now. So, very happy with that. And it's quite simple, really. Certainly the idea is simple. And then I'm just putting a series of hoops, which I've got to get right. They're not right at the moment. I want them equal heights, about that. Then maybe have a central pole strapped from that side to that side. So then I can have a lean-to porch completely open like it is now, or completely closed, much like a bender pole tent would be. You may have noticed underneath here I've got an extra 3x3 tarp. This is a canvas one. I wanted things to be as natural as possible in materials and everything generally. But the other 3x3 tarp is a plastic one. But if it comes to it, I can make an extension with that and a couple of other tarps just to build a little shelter to keep this area dry more than anything, and have somewhere to play when and if the weather gets ugly. So we've got a plan on sunny days for the rain to come, although don't dwell on it too much. So yeah, I'm really happy with that. That might not look the comfiest, but I've got a slight sponge, a roll mat would be ideal, and that's probably what I should get. It's just a roll mat to put on there. Although I have found that little critters like to chew on spongy things. Don't know what it is. Maybe it's like brushing their teeth for them. I don't know. Not sure what it is. Squirrels or voles. But yeah, you can see a few bits of a sponge mat that they've pretty much destroyed. It's only a little bit, but you know. Curse you, squirrels. Because I had a few. You're nuts, wasn't it? Weren't many. So what I'm now going to do is, am I? I'm going to take this blade out of this device that I made in about 2 minutes. It served its purpose. It done exactly what I wanted to do to get into a very narrow gap. It was a little bit slow going. You couldn't push too much weight onto it, but it done the job. So now I'm just going to heat up this bit of thermoplastic Here's my bit of thermoplastic. That was plenty tough enough to hold this in that little bit of wood there, like that. So that can now be used again. This is the old saw, which was built for a 21-inch Barco blade, I think. It's good, but I've noticed recently there's been a little bit of jumping. So I'm going to bring back the first original one that I made. I've added a new handle to it, but I always did like this one because this basically, you listen to this, it locks in there so well, and there is a little bit of flexibility, which is what you need. So yeah, put this Barco blade on that saw. The main differences with this saw and the last saw is that this is quite a bit heavier, not too heavy, but a bit, and I blamed lightness for that jumping around, but also that the screws go through the wood on this one, so they're actually bolted through and there's no give on this blade whatsoever, whereas on that one they were just bolted at the ends, and that's nowhere near as good. I did hold them in with thermoplastic, as you can see. That handle and this bit flapping over held that blade in there. All these, well, it's about a year. But now I just need to get a couple of bolts. The bolts on this aren't big enough, unfortunately, on this. So then I'll swap this out for my current frame saw, or bucksaw. And then I shall use this longer blade as a bow saw. I'll show you how I make that probably on the next episode. So keep your eyes open. But because it's such a long one, it's actually a very good blade, and I want to be using it, but it's going to need a lot of tension to keep that blade straight. So this one can get packed away. Now, yeah, this thermoplastic really does get hold of it. Yeah, you can see it's cut grooves in there, and then that then formed onto those grooves. So yeah, it's a shame to put it away in a way. This was a trouser leg, coated in wax and heat treated, so that the wax actually went through into it quite well, and that's avoided a lot of my stuff from getting trashed. And it's kind of universal. Yeah, as you can see, it was made for a smaller one, but that will do. That'll keep it fairly safe. And bring some bolts for this. Yeah, I prefer this one. I remember this one being more effective.